Here's a detailed loot run guide for the space travel building. You can get cooling fans, light bulbs, and humidifiers for the expedition project. Great experience and money, also rarely some fruits and rusted gears. Starting off, here's what I bring in my loadout. I use the Looting Augment Survivor Mark III for the extra space, and 3 safe pockets, plus you can wear a medium shield. If you don't have this, a Looting Mark II can work fine and is easy to upkeep on these runs, or you could even bring a free loadout if need be. Bring a gun you are comfortable with. I bring an anvil just to deal with the pops and fireballs in one shot, as they sometimes seemingly just come out of nowhere. Bring any basic healing items you feel like. After a few runs, you'll have a bunch extra. I like to bring adrenaline shots, just so I can get to space travel quickly if I spawn far away. If you have the survival skill, in-round crafting, and traveling tinkerer, you can craft Raider hatch keys while in-game with 3 sensors and 1 advanced electrical component, which you can find from the breachable containers on this run. The hatch is a bit further away than the nearby train station, but handy to remember in a pinch, like if the station closes or if there's a lot of PvP nearby you'd rather avoid. Now, once you're ready, load into Buried and head to space travel. Make note of this zip line between the 2 buildings. It will take you to the server room on floor 6. There is 7 floors to loot in this building, but only really 4 of them are worth your time. Let's start with floor number 1. There are up to 3 computers to loot on this floor, and sometimes a trash can. The rest of the floor is full of sand. It's only really worth it if you're desperate for computer components. Let's move on to floor number 2. On the left side is the locker room. This is where you'll get light bulbs from, and sometimes humidifiers. The only floors that really matter are floors 2, 3, 5, and 6. 7 is the roof, and there's nothing really up there to loot. On the right side, there's a yellow bin which gives 3 to 8 items. These 2 dumpsters can be lootable. You may see these breachable air conditioner type containers around the building. These aren't worth your time. They only seem to give metal parts, wires, and rarely volt chargers. These containers can be breachable and give cooling fans. Heading on to floor number 3. On the left side, there is 2 rooms of cubicles. There are a bunch of desks and drawers to search in here. These will have items of value, such as trinkets and rare blue items. Any of these can spawn as breachable containers containing cooling fans. There are more like this in other rooms. If you are just after money, grab all the blue items you can, as they sell for a good price. There are a few spots to check on the right side. These containers can be breachable and give cooling fans. On to floor number 4. This is where the JKV employee key lock door is located. Aside from that, there is another machine that can be breachable if you are desperate for cooling fans. I usually skip this floor. Moving on to floor number 5. There are 2 more rooms of cubicles to loot on the left and right in a row of potential breachable computer containers. If somebody has already looted the area, you can still look inside containers for experience. On floor number 5, be extra cautious. The back end of the building is level with the ground outside, so you can have people just walk up on you easily, and there's a makeshift bridge from the other building into this one. Along this wall is another spot that can be breachable computer containers like this one, containing cooling fans. Moving on to the best floor in the building, number 6. On the left side, there's another room of cubicles. On the right side, there's a server room with a bunch of breachable computer containers. This is where the zip line from earlier takes you. These computer containers can drop blueprints. I got the Looting Mark III Survivor blueprint from this too. Now moving on to the breachable door. On the left is another cubicle room. This room is the best room in the building. This is where you can get things like metal gears, fruit, and blueprints. The loot pool for this room, specifically, seems very different to all the other rooms. The room on the right is just an empty room with a table. Now there is this grenade tube. It can spawn in 3 different locations. I'll show you now. There is one spot here by the window.
Look, there.
The other spot is here under the desk.
Over here.
There could be a breachable computer back here also if you're still hunting fans. There are sometimes items on the table, and the trash cans can be lootable, but apart from that, we are pretty much done. There's a train station very close if you aren't using a hatch key.
Let's take the parking metro entrance.
You can use the zip line to exit.
Don't shoot! Hey, don't shoot!
I like to hide behind these signs.
Look at me going! Pew 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 pew!
You usually get around 60 to 120,000 cash per run, depending on your luck, and how many items you can hold.
Thank you! Thanks!
If you have any questions or want to see something else, let me know in the comments. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching and hope this helps.